So the second song you're going to do on the show today, man. Again, I appreciate your time so much, Scott. You're
I
going to do
appreciate you.
"God Bless the Boy." This is the one that you were talking about earlier, where Cody Johnson cut this song. Made a
Yeah.
really a lot of people have listened to it for that reason. Tell us the story behind the song, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I wrote that song with my friends Terry Joe Box and Barrett Baber in Franklin, Tennessee, probably about 9 years ago now. And I tell this story at shows all the time. Terry Joe and I drove down to Barrett's house that day to write, and we were waiting in his basement studio for him because he was upstairs getting his then 2 or 3 year old daughter ready for daycare. I think she was three, maybe. And and he was trying to explain to her why she couldn't wear high heels to daycare. And those little pink Barbie doll high heels. And he said at some point, she's pretty feisty and she's just giving him hell. And he said at some point, I just looked up to the heavens and went, "God bless the boy you decide to love." And he's like, "Ooh, I'm about to write a country song." Got her off to daycare and came downstairs and said, "Hey, why don't we write a song called 'God Bless the Boy' about my daughter?" And I have two daughters. Mine are older. Mine are 34 and 31. His is about 9 or 10 now. But and so we wrote the song that day, and we liked it that day. Maybe we liked it a lot. We didn't fully know. And then we came back to it. I think Terry Joe texted us and go, "Hey, did we finish that thing?" And I was like, "Yeah." I said, "But we need to get a work tape on it." And when we laid down the work tape, we got back together. It was a couple months later, probably, and laid down the work tape. We were all like, "Oh, uh, that's pretty good." And and then Jesse Robb Jr. played it for Cody on his bus in 2020, and Jesse said, "Man, I've known Cody a long time. I've never seen him cry about a song because Cody has two daughters."
Mm-hmm.
And he said Cody was crying before it got to the chorus, and it was right before Cody was about to go on stage in Nacogdoches at his show. This
Bonita
is on the
Creek.
bus.
Bonita Creek, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it was actually at the rodeo,
Okay.
but Bonita Creek was running it. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, and so it was at the rodeo arena, and it was backstage on the bus. And yeah, he said, "Man, I can't listen to that right before I go on stage." So he cut it off for the chorus. So I'll listen to the rest of it after the show, and he did, and he put it on his Human album, and put it out in the world. So
Well, real quick before we play the song, I forgot to mention earlier, just Jesse Robb coming into this conversation a couple of
yeah,
times today. We talked about kindness earlier. I don't know too many people more kind than Jesse Robb Jr.
right.
Just wanted to throw that out there. I'd love to interview him someday. I haven't had the pleasure yet, but
He's one of
this
my favorite humans on the planet.
yeah, mine too, and I've never met him, so I'm
Yeah.
right there with you. But yeah, this is "God Bless the Boy" by the songwriter, one of the three songwriters. If you guys haven't heard a popular song that you know from somebody who's uber famous, like Cody Johnson, and then you get to listen to the song in its rawest form from the songwriter, here's your chance, guys. This is "God Bless the Boy." Y'all check it out.
Here's a little song that I wrote with a couple of friends of mine 8, 9 years ago, and about 3 years ago, Mr. Cody Johnson recorded it and put it on his Human album. It's for all the daddies and daughters out there. It's called "God Bless the Boy." She won't let me help her tie her shoes. No, daddy, I can do it myself. When she don't get her way, she'll cross her arms and hold her breath. She's a handful, she's a mess, digging in the dirt in her princess dress. Goes from tiny tornado to sleeping on my chest. God bless the boy that melts the way I do. When she smiles at him the first time, he'll be done. Yeah, he'll be through. Giving patience and kindness and a heart that's full of her, and the sense to know what she's worth. 'Cause ain't nobody ever gonna be good enough. So God bless the boy she decides to love. Hope his daddy's teaching him how to shake my hand and look me in the eye. taking him fishing and busting his butt when he ain't acting right. Hope he's in every prayer his mama says. Learns to work for every dollar he gets, and has a sense of humor, gonna need it for a girl like this. God bless the boy who melts the way I do. When she smiles at him the first time, he'll be done, yeah, he'll be through. Give him patience and kindness and a heart that's full of her, and the sense to know what she's worth. 'Cause ain't nobody ever gonna be good enough. So God bless the boy she decides to love. God bless the boy that melts the way I do. When she smiles at him the first time, he'll be done, yeah, he'll be through. There ain't nobody ever gonna be good enough. So God bless the boy she decides to love. God bless the boy she decides to love.